Hi Libra, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your you versus them. Libra, let's see how you're feeling now, how the person connected to your energy is feeling, and what action we can expect in this connection. And Libra, these are general collective readings, may not resonate with all of you. Please keep that in mind. Take what works for you, leave the rest. So let's begin. Welcome back, all my subscribers, and welcome in newcomers. Libra spirit. Alright, Libra newcomers, I'm setting down two sets of cards here. One side will be for you, one side will be for your person, and in the center we'll have your dialogue message cards, mutual energies. If this is your reading, Libra, you'll know which side you resonate best with. For me, this is going to be person A here, this is going to be person B. Bottom of my deck, I have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody feels they lost out on a partnership. They feel they lost out on a partnership because one of you here feels I was insulted, I was disrespected, and I didn't get the offer that I should have gotten. They didn't see my value and worth. They treated me like an option. Maybe you guys had an argument or fight about, their ego, pride, I don't know what, but there was an argument or fight here which really broke person's A's heart. They feel that this connection gave them too much of stress, too much of anxiety, and it was not going anywhere. The other person is now looking into the horizon. They are stuck. They feel the person has turned their back. They are very ashamed. They have guilt. They have remorse. They have sadness because they feel they've been released now. They've lost out on this opportunity. They feel they're getting some bad karma. They feel stuck, and they're not even sure if they'll ever in their life get a second chance with person A now. So they feel they lost out. So let's see. Let's ask the universe first. Libra, let's see what the messages are from the universe as to why you guys are going through this. Spirit, tell me on a deeper level what's going on with Libra and their person. Libra and their person, Spirit. All right. The first card says patience. Maybe somebody thought that the other person will stay patient and waiting or something like that. So there was maybe expectation of patience in this connection. Second card says hiding. Someone is isolating themselves away from the connection. Abundance. Being rewarded for the work that's been done. So maybe this was a test. Wow, this could have been a test for person A, maybe to step up and do right for themselves. And of course, it was a test for the other person also to make the wise decisions or do the right thing. But one of you here is attracting an abundance because of being rewarded for the work that's being done. Wow. All right, so let's also do your dialogue message cards here, Libra. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then we'll clarify the rest. Libra and their person, Spirit. Libra and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Libra and their person, Spirit. Let's take a few more from another deck. Libra and their person, Spirit, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? And I'll take a few more from a third deck, Libra, and then we'll start the reading. Libra and their person, Spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Libra, if you're looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here, Libra, says, I miss you so much that it feels like there's a real pain in my chest. I won't show you that though. I'm not sure if you love me for me or who you think I am. I feared you were more obsessed with me rather than in love. It felt suffocating sometimes. Telling you that I need you now will be the hardest thing I'll ever have to do. I miss you more now that we are apart. I still feel your presence, your energy around me. I feel like a fool for losing you. You accepted me for me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I couldn't do the same. I miss you all the time. I was only seeking others in order to help me get over you. My love for you never goes away. You were the love of my life, but I couldn't see it because my heart was closed. Alright, so these were some of your messages. If these were resonating with your storyline, Libra, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on this side, person A for me. Then we'll move to the other side, person B. And newcomers, please remember these readings are not gender-based, so you could be either one of them. And if the storyline has resonated so far, you'll immediately pick up which side you're on, who this person is for you. And yes, it can be a love interest, spouse, ex, secret crush, could even be a business partner, relative, or a best friend. So please use your own judgment here. This is a general reading. Alright, so person A, let's start with you. How are you feeling right now? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Person A says they were just a liar. They were a liar. They played mind games with me. They never opened up emotionally to me. It was always going to be their way or the highway. They treated me like an option in this connection. Am I right? Tell me more. Yeah, person A says, I was very disappointed in this connection and I'm not going to invest any more into a connection where this person cannot make up their mind. Now I figure out that they've just lied to me, or they were just a player. They just wanted some passion out of me. That's why they were always inconsistent, coming in and out of my life with inconsistent communication. They made a fool out of me. They thought I would compete for them, I would fight for them. They probably enjoyed that kind of ego kick that, they got from me. But I am now standing up for myself and I'm protecting my energy. Why do you feel this way, person A? Tell me. 5 of Wands. What's the 5 of Wands? Yeah, person A says they really thought I would keep chasing after them or fighting over them, and they never had to offer me anything. They never offered me anything. Now I recognize they never had the courage. They never had the courage to choose a direction. This person wanted to keep their options open. They were full of ego, pride, and they offered me very, very little. They offered me really little. And yeah, this was like an attempt just to keep me hanging on, for me to be patient. Just offer you a little bit and then you wait and you be patient, and yet, it's my way or the highway. So I think person A got fed up of that kind of behavior. So tell me, how do you see the connection currently then? How do you see person B? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading? 3 of Swords. Yeah, person A says they broke my heart. They broke my heart. I've given up on them, Omkaratarot. I've given up on this connection. They gave me illusions. I was carrying all the burden of this connection on my shoulders. I was not emotionally happy. None of my dreams and wishes came true here. I was just stuck and chained and bound to a connection which I couldn't see the future ahead of us. They blindfolded me, and right now, yes, person A says, I've figured them out now. I've taken a step back. I've been speaking to my guides and spirit angels. I've figured them out. I've taken my power back, and right now I'm focusing on a future for myself. I'm going to get onto my chariot alone, and I'm going to just charge forward in my own life and move towards something that makes me happy, something that can be long-term, because this connection, that really was nothing. They never offered me nothing. I was discontent here. I'm manifesting now big time a connection in my future which will offer me equal give and take, because I realize I am worth it. I've done the work. And there was a card which said, if you've done the work, you will be rewarded. I think person A is going to be very, very, very rewarded, because they are now regaining their self-confidence and bringing stability into their own life. Okay, so what action person A will finally take is here, which I'll open later. Libra, let's go to the other side, see how person B is feeling, and then we'll do the action cards together. So person B, how are you feeling about this now? What's the 3 of Wands in the upright for you? Yeah, person B says they know why person A has turned their back, because maybe they never offered any kind of commitment. They know why person A is now becoming defensive towards them. I don't know. This person is sad and they are remorseful. maybe this person is in another commitment already, didn't have the courage or they were scared of commitment. This person didn't have the courage to offer anything stable or brand new. Yes, this person, I think, was trying to get away with something. They thought they could just be selfish and get, but now they feel that it's all been exposed, or person A has understood what they were doing, and now they've been released like a bad dream or a toxic connection. So they are feeling quite bad about that. In fact, they are regretting it. They're sad. They're remorseful. They feel ashamed. They feel embarrassed now about what they've done. So tell me then, person B, how do you see why do you feel embarrassed and ashamed? First, tell me that. Four of Pentacles in reverse, because they feel they have been the one who've been cut out. Maybe some truth came out about them and they are embarrassed because person A has now released this connection. They feel they've lost out on an opportunity now. Things have come to a stagnant halt and they may not even get a second chance now. That's I think that's come out twice on their end, judgment in reverse. So they're either feeling judged or they're feeling that, oh my God, this person was very special. They didn't chase me. They were the best of the best. I wish I could have had a happily ever after with them. Oh, how wonderful it would have been if I could have had this partnership. So they're just sitting in sadness and discontent, lonely, wishing they had accepted that golden cup when they had got it. Wish, in their fantasy world, they feel, I wish how beautiful this, Ten of Cups would have been. I wish I could go towards them. But this is all in their thoughts. This is they're lying in their bedroom and, their eyes closed and wishing and dreaming about it. But they're unable to take action for some reason. Okay, so tell me then, how do you see the connection currently? How do you see person A? How do you feel about this connection right now as I'm doing the reading? They feel they're getting some bad karma. Wheel of Fortune, Judgment together is bad karma. Tell me why. Why do you feel you're getting bad karma now? Because they tried to... they know they did something really foolish. They tried to probably get person A to be with them while they were with somebody else already. Maybe they thought it could all work out, I could give attention here, attention there, attention everywhere. And now it's like, I think this person never had the courage to offer their whole heart. I think person A did offer them their whole heart, but they didn't have the courage to take it or give it. So now they feel that person A has seen through me now. Now they're protecting themselves. Now my old tactics will not work. I can't go in all charming and passionate. I'll be turned down. So they know they did wrong. They do know they did wrong and they have been exposed. Okay, so... let's see if you guys will take any actions. I'm going to take another deck for this one. And Libra, if the storyline has been resonating, please let me know. You can do that by tapping on the thumbs up button or leaving me a comment. That would be great. And newcomers, repeating viewers, do like, share, subscribe to the channel. We welcome you in. Person A, I'm back with you now. Action from your end towards person B or otherwise in your own life now in the next 7 days. 10 of Wands. Yeah, person A says, I'm done carrying all these 10 wands. For me, this is over. Like in tarot also, after 10 wands, you pick up the next one. I mean, after 10, there's a completion. So person A says, I've reached my completion zone, Omkaratarot. I'm not going to be carrying all these 10 wands. A partnership should be you carry some, I carry some, and then we build together. Here I was carrying all the 10 wands by myself. Yeah, person A says, yeah, you're right. I'm ready to start a brand new chapter, stable, brand new beginning for myself now. And yes, I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot from this connection. I've learned how to see the red flags, right? I know which is blue, which is red, and what is what. I mean, person A says, I've become more intelligent, I've become sharper, I've become more, self-reliant. I know how to protect myself. So, according to person A, this betrayal, hurt, 10 swords, 10 wands is like the completion of maybe a very major life lesson that person went through. But they are coming out stronger from that. Yeah, and they are now leaving the conflict behind and moving off to a very, very peaceful, prosperous life for themselves. Okay, so person B, what about you? What's the action you intend to take towards person A or otherwise in your own life in the next 7 days? Strength in reverse. I told you this person doesn't have the courage. They didn't have the courage earlier to, speak their truth or offer a commitment. Now they don't have the strength to come and explain themselves because they're embarrassed and ashamed. Tell me about the strength in reverse. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Six. Somewhere they feel person is so gorgeous. They're so gorgeous, and they must be getting so much of attention. They've withdrawn their energy from me. I'm sure they've healed, from whatever heartbreak I gave them. So in their mind, they're already imagining person A has moved on to their new beginnings. I'm sure they have new love in their life. I'm sure they have new passion in their life. I'm sure they have a partnership already because, they are so gorgeous. They are so attractive. They have so many eyes on them. I mean, maybe person B is spying on person A, seeing their social media or something. And person A could be, yes, they are very strong right now. Person A is glowing. They are looking very good, dressing well, smiling, whatever. So I think person B is just curled up in their own little bed and feeling sorry for themselves at the moment, not having the courage, at least not in the next 7 days. Because, yeah, they're trapped in their mind, Spirit says. Now they are learning that lesson as to why they did what they did and what they lost. They are very, very stressed out because they feel they lost out on a connection which could have been a perfect partnership, all because maybe they never put the work in. Maybe they felt it was too difficult. I can do it this way instead of that way, and that kind of backfired on them. All right, so that's what I have for you, Libra. Till next time, then. Love and light. Take care. Namaste.